Hey guys, this is the final day 10 of Foenix in China, and today it is all over. And I guess we can call this, if it was a mission, it would be
mission complete.
Mission complete. Everything has been finalised. All the samples have been paid for. All the orders have been done. All the deposits have been paid, and most importantly, we have excellent news is that our investor has invested.
Pulled through.
So we have not only come back from China with a collection, but also a Chinese investor, and he has agreed to the terms, and he's also going to help with logistics and quality control, and also arranging meetings with future Chinese factories. So in saying that, it's pretty much, I believe, an excellent investment for him and us, and we're looking forward to reaping the benefits. But for now, we've got a winter collection. We've done everything we want in China, and there's there's nothing more we could have done to make this trip any better, I reckon.
Not really. I think everything came together in the end. I think all our hard work paid off, and all our planning as well prior to having come to China also came into play. So that played a massive part. And in terms of the investor, I think it's also a good play because it broadens our market, because obviously he's based here in Hong Kong, so he would
There's a good knowledge of the Chinese market.
Exactly, yeah. So then for the future, we're not just setting our sights on Australia and just that. We want to hopefully take it around the world, take Foenix around the world, and hopefully he'd be our best avenue into China eventually. So yeah. I think we're looking also not just into the short term, not into just the long term, but also distant. So I think that was also a very smart move in that sense.
No, yeah, it's very. We were very confident. Even after the pitch, we were very confident that he wants to be a part of what we're doing, and we want to be letting him involved and helping us, getting us to the next level. But in saying that, our winter collection is now more exciting. That we're 100% sure that everything is going to be checked. So they're going to have quality control on when they finish production, and we're also going to get it shipped back, hopefully efficiently and on time, and ready for our launch in April.
So yeah, I think we're looking forward to the winter launch, and obviously getting back and doing a lot of work to get all of that going. As
I said to Juan, it's done here, but we've got a lot more to do. This is just one part of a big thing. So now we've got clothes. And a lot of clothes, we have to sell it now. That's the next step. So it's all well and good to have quality clothes, but you've got to be able to sell it and get it out there. But I'm pretty sure, as we thought before we came to China, that it was going to be, we thought China was going to be incredibly hard, which it was, but we have overcome it, we have tackled it, and we have, taken step by step. And I believe we do the same thing when we go to our next step, when we want to reach a sales target that we have planned, we're gonna reach it.
That's right. In terms
everything one step at a time, and I'm sure once we put our mind to it, we'll pull it off.
Yeah, completely agree. In terms of China, there definitely were a lot of problems and a lot of speed bumps along the way, but I think it was just a matter of us putting our heads together, looking at the problem at hand, and coming up with a way of solving it. I think one thing we always like to do is never to find a problem, is to always find a solution. So if you find a problem, I'll never go to Daniel and say, "Oh, Daniel, this is wrong." I'll say, "This is what needs to happen." And Daniel, we both work the same. So
that's right. And as we said, we have tackled many issues. So the biggest issue, I guess, was language barrier, and in terms of, we solved that with a good translator, but also the other issue was them in contracts, and we had to make sure every contract, and Juan was very good at that. We made sure that all the contracts were signed according to these detail, and even after that, they still sort of haggle you with little terms and conditions after the contract is signed. So we've got to make sure still that our terms and conditions are enforced even after the contract. So that has been handled well, and now we just got to wait for them to produce some good clothes, quality clothes in mass.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think in terms of the sales contract and the pro forma invoices, we've already experienced a couple of issues with that, with like signing to something and then
we sign it and then they call us up 2 hours
Yeah.
later and say, oh well, you need to add more.
but
this
then
and
but
that.
then but then legally we just say no. Well, look, we've signed to that. You can't really change anything else.
And then they
they usually
agree.
submit. But it's a bit of give and take. Like you can't. We agree with a lot of things that happen, and we come to mutually beneficial sort of decisions. So no one loses at the end of the day, and we still maintain a good working relationship with these manufacturers. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to upset anyone.
You want to keep a good relationship with them because at the end of the day, they're making a lot
That's
of your
right.
clothes, so you don't want to make.
You don't really want to make any
enemies.
enemies. Yeah.
But all in all, I guess, thanks for watching, and China has been great. Culturally, it's been a very different
Awesome
experience, and we've seen a lot of different sort of things that don't happen back home in Australia. But as I said, it's all in well. We've experienced a lot of business, but we've also experienced a lot of culture, especially haggling in the markets and bringing them down their prices to a very ridiculous amount. But I'm happy with that.
But like, I think we both come to terms with the fact that had we not have come to China to do business, we never would have experienced a lot of the things that we have.
Yeah,
so
like taking us out to restaurants if we have good relationships, and the factory owners shouting us lunches. We just got shouted one more dinner from our shoe factory, which is pretty good for our last dinner.
Yeah, so they gave us a good farewell.
And they are driving us to the
airport.
To the airport tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's good. Like it's good. We've managed to make some good friends and an issue that I sort of thought might have been a problem was the age barrier, sort of people not taking it seriously.
But they loved us.
It's worked the other way. They've actually there's not every single manufacturer that we've worked with. Like the owners commend us on our business ability and our ability to handle ourselves in these situations, and they can never. In business context, they can never guess how old we are, which is a really, really exciting thing for us, and I think something we take back to Australia.
We're looking forward to it. Very confident now. Going back into Australia, knowing we've done what we've planned to do, and hopefully you hear more of us when we return. But
that's it, guys.
Stay Foenix.
Stay Foenix.